Hello and welcome to Grabbelbak. Today we're going to implement the weapons of Steve. If you haven't seen our last video or did not download our Unity package yet, you can find the link to the download in the description of this video. Also, in this video I'm going to show you how to implement your own custom weapons. And if you don't have any custom weapons you want to implement, just drag and drop one of our prefabs in the scene. Now, with that out of the way, let's start. First things first, we need a model. So, let's grab the shotgun. Put it in the scene. No, don't hold it yet, Steve. Put it down. There we go. It's a little bit big, so let's reduce the size to 75.75.75. There we go. Now Steve can handle the gun. Alright. Let's prefab it for... prefab the weapon. Original prefab. Let's go. Let's open it up. So, in order for the gun to work, we need to add some components. So, we need a rigid body. We need a mesh renderer or collider. Put it to convex, very important, else it doesn't play nicely with rigid bodies. We also need a sphere collider. This is for Steve to be able to pick it up. Let's put it on trigger. Let's make it a little bit bigger, just a tiny bit, maybe 0.1543. Let's do 1. Nah, that's an unfortunate number. 25. There we go. Alright, those are the basic components we need for an object to have physics in the scene and to be able to pick it up. We also need a classic gun script and some animation extensions. And we need two animation extensions, one for each hand. Also, okay, alright. These are the basic objects you need for the gun to work. The gun also has to have some game objects. We need a particle, or let's call it I have a cheat sheet, so I'm gonna cheat. We have our product emission projectile emission point. Projectile emission point. Let's copy it and let's rename this one to particle emission point. Particle emission point. Right. Okay, let's put them on the correct position. So let's select them both. Let's look in front of the gun, press F to center. Alright, there we go. Let's rotate them because we need to have the forward axis pointing forward. So let's do it 90, 0, 0. Alright, now it should point forward. There we go. The projectile emission point should be a little bit in front of the gun, else the bullet will collide with the weapon and the weapon won't fire. Well, it will fire, but the bullet won't work. So, what we also need are some handles, some grips. So we need a left hand handle, a right hand handle, there we go. We also need a second, let's select it, second hand handle, there you go. These two, the left hand handle and the right hand handle are for the left hand and the right hand, but the first hand that grabs the gun will go towards the point or towards a handle. If it's the right hand, it will go to the right hand handle. If it's the left hand, it will go to the left hand handle. And the second hand, so if the first hand is the left handle, or the first hand is the left hand, it will go to the left hand handle, and the second hand will go to the second handle of the second hand handle. Yeah, so if you have a big weapon, you can put the left handle like over here and the right handle over here, and the second handle can be, let's say, over here. So now Steve grabs with the hand that grabs the weapon first, will grab the gun right here, and the second hand will go right there. So if you have big weapons, that will be nice to have. But for now, this is a small weapon, and both hands will grab the stock of the weapon. The second handle needs to be a little bit backwards because Steve doesn't have very large arms or very long arms. And what we need to do now is fill in these values. Let's make them a little bit more visible. So the projectile emission point will go in here, particle emission point will go in here, the left handle will go in here, the right handle will go in here, and the second handle will go in here. The muzzle prefab is muzzle. Oh, let's select that one, and this one. There we go. And now we also need a, what was it called? Nail. For some reason we called this bullet a nail, a nail bullet. So, also this weapon has 2 animation extensions, one for each hand. So let's put them in. There we go. The cooldown time, also known as the fire rate of the weapon, is 0.5, and the recoil strength is, let's give it 2. That will be fine. Now, for the tedious part, you have to fill in some values. First, the first animation extension is going to be called, or has as number, 0. The shoulder has 2 positions, the elbow has 2 positions, and the hand has 2 positions. These are the rotation values of each joint, and these will lerp, and the shoulder will lerp between these 2 values based on how far you have pressed the trigger of your controller. So I have a little cheat sheet with all these values on here, which I'm gonna use. So yeah, let's see. Let's the first one is 7.52. There we go. This is for the first hand that grabs the gun. Now the second animation extension. This one can be called 1 because it's the second in the list. If your character for some reason has multiple arms or more than 2 arms, you can make give them more animation extensions. So this one also has 2, 2, and 2. All right. There you go. And that is how you create a gun. Alright, oh, also one more thing. The gun needs to have a tag called grabbable gun. If it doesn't have it, the gun, Steve won't grab the gun. Because Steve is a little bit stupid like that. So let's press Ctrl S and let's play and see if it works. Alright, Steve, grab the gun. Can you grab it? There we go. Grab it with your other hand and fire. Yeah. There we go. Steve works and has a weapon. And let me show you one more thing. Sorry, let's go to the scene again. Let's grab that gun, and you can also real-time edit these values. Let's see, let's take this one, and you can see you can edit them. So you can, yeah, edit these values and they will change. Oh, that's just this one. There we go. Also, if you made those changes, one more thing, if you made those changes, you can do right click, copy component, you can stop the play mode, and you can paste the component values, and then it will change. And that way you can make a change during play mode and have it outside of play mode. Because when you have play mode and you press play and you edit those values and you press stop play mode, it will lose those values. So just copy them and then paste them again after, it will work. And yeah, this is how you create Steve's weapons. We also have some different weapons. Steve, guns. We have a also a RPG weapon and a heat eater, also a flamethrower. Let's see. There we go. And Steve can carry those too. Oh, we have a classic gun is not being assigned. We have an error. What is this error? Wait, the variable second hand handle of classic gun has not been assigned. Hold on a minute. Why? Oh, there we go. The second handle. There we go. For some reason it didn't grab it. So Let's go to the boom shooter. Let's go to the prefab. And let's fix it. There you go. That should fix it. So a little bit of an error, but it should work now. I hope. Grab it. There we go. And again, an error. Jeez. The boom shooter has a lot of errors. Ah, the muzzle flash. Alright, we've changed it because it had a little bit of an error. So we have to... Yeah, where is it? Asset, muzzle, launch. Let's call it launch. Let's take it launch. Alright, now it should work. Probably. Let's cross fingers. There we go. Now Steve can also fire RPGs. So. And this is it. This is how you implement weapons for Steve. It's a little bit, yeah, it's not that hard, but you need to know how to do it. Which is obvious. But, alright, this was it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next video.